Hi everybody, it's Kathy. I'm going to make one of the minis that I've been posting. This is a pink cat's eye, and I'm using 22 gauge silver wire. I have about a foot. Actually, I think I have more than a foot. I'm going to slide my bead down to the center of my wire. There he goes. And I'm just kind of matching my ends to make sure he's in the center. And then I'm going to fold the wires in opposite directions to lock that bead in. I'm going to try to make it nice and tight. Okay, so I've brought the wire from the left under the bottom, met up with wire on the top, or on the right. Now they're side by side. I'm going to try to keep them side by side and hold on really tight. And to roll the stone and the wire at the same time, nice and slow. Pulling them around. I want it to come so it's going kind of across. So I have this side where the hole of the bead is on the left and the right. And then I'm going to loop up to make my bail. You can use bail making pliers, you can use a pen, you can use anything round that's the size you want for your bail. Now this one's going to be tiny and it's 22 gauge wire, so I'm just going to use my fingers. But this takes practice, lots and lots of practice. And that's bigger than I want, so I'm going to keep rolling the wire. Rolling and rolling. Give it a little tug. That guy came out a little rounder than I usually make. Okay. I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to bring my wire out to the side. And I'm going to loop in towards the stone for this pattern. I roll him in, pressing to keep that wire side by side. And roll it in. Bring my wire on around back towards the stone. And I looped, so I'm holding it upside down right now, but I've looped in towards the stone. So kind of counterclockwise if you're holding it in this direction. So I'm going to take my next loop and go clockwise, go out, away from the stone, and make another little loop. Again, holding on to the wire, pressing so it doesn't roll over top of itself. Keep those wires side by side. Okay, it's gotten a little tight on the outside string, so I'm going to pull the inside one a little bit, kind of flatten that guy back down in there. And so now I have my second loop. My wire's coming back towards the stone. I'm going to pull it together and bring it up around the stone. I'm going to come across that loop I made for the bail. I'm going to tuck it behind. I'm going to kind of hold on to the bail so it doesn't squish my bail. Hold on to these so they don't get out of place. And they did. Get back there. Tuck that down. I'm going to bring this guy around a couple of times, the one that's on the top. Kind of hard to stack it neat and watch through the camera at the same time. This is why I don't have any fingernails, because I'm constantly pushing at the wire. Alright, that's probably enough. I'm going to bring it back around. I'm just going to leave that there until I'm done with this guy. So, on the one I had posted, I had a little swirl up here at the top, so I'm going to show you how to make a swirl. That's probably too good. Use my flush cutters. I got a string stuck in my finger. There we go. So I'm just going to use my flush cutters. Snip that guy off. Use my round nose pliers. I'm going to roll the very end in. And this part's really tricky looking through the camera. I'm going to grab just the very end of it and roll it. Roll it a little bit more. Then I'm going to try to squeeze it. It's better if you use your needle nose pliers to do this part. I'm going to do it gentle but firm. I have a piece of fuzz. There we go. And then I use my nylon jaw pliers to do my swirls because I'm not good enough to do it with regular pliers. I end up scratching the wire, so I use my nylon jaw pliers. Alright, I can't look. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I placed the little loop inside my pliers and it's just a gentle bend. This takes a minute. You can't rush this part. And another gentle bend and then just reposition. And get that tight enough. So I'm going to bring it over here. And kind of got to put a firm grip on the nylon jaw pliers. And just gently bend. Alright. I need to bring it out from the camera for 1 second. Okay. So I've got it tighter. Just gently bend around and around. Small movements and reposition so it's a nice tight swirl. And I'm just about there. Okay. And I'm going to fold this guy. Make sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't come undone. And I like to fold him, tuck him right at the top of my bail. He's getting stuck in my bail. There we go. And just press it down nice and firm so it's not going to snag or come off, catch on anything. So there's the little swirl on the top. Alright, and then for this last piece, we're going to give him a little trim about halfway across the opening here. It's really hard to gauge distance through the camera. Okay, there we go. So I've cut him off. I'm going to use a pair of pliers And I'm going to bend him. Got my pliers closed and I'm just going to push. I'm going to bend it in to towards the center in between the loops for the bails. And I'm going to tuck it down inside that little nest I made. Okay, so that sharp wire is gone. It's not going to catch on anything. And he's all done. He's so tiny and cute. We can add a couple of jump rings, turn it into a necklace. You could add an earring hook and make another one, and then you have a pair of earrings. So there's one of the minis that I posted. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.